Raider Nation, Raider Nation. Good morning, good morning. Another Saturday morning breakdown with your boy Raider Nation Jason. Now, even though it is the bye week, we do have a lot to get into. Um, from the future of the team to our chances to go undefeated for the rest of the season, and coaches and all that good stuff. So let's go. Raider Nation was good. Um, good morning, good morning. It was a long week this week. I was exhausted yesterday. I slept it off, feeling charged and ready for this Saturday morning. And without any further ado, man, what's up with my guy, man? Salute, salute. Let me see, get a little sound in there. We'll be rocking. But like I said, had a powerful, pretty strong week. So, like I said, slept it off and was able to come in with a positive attitude for the weekend. Uh, Morris, what's going on with you, my brother?
Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. What's up, man? I came early this time, just in time.
Man, bro.
Got my little bat cave, the little
Man,
high top, saying just vibing out, a little bit.
It's all good, brother. Yep.
The Raider cave,
Yeah, hell yeah,
we're
man.
blacked out. We're blacked out,
Yeah, hey, it's the only place where we feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like it's the silver and black in us. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, good to talk to you again, Jason. Good to talk to you. How was the? Maybe I wasn't there for or I didn't even. Maybe I didn't listen to the podcast or whatever. How was or maybe I did. How was going to the Jets game? I peeped that video you sent me. How was the Jets game?
Oh man, it was crazy. It was a crazy weekend. Like I said, I was arguing back and forth with Vivid Seats because it was looking, bro, like I wasn't gonna go because I had a training, and so I was talking to them like, hey, I need to get the tickets so I can either sell them or get rid of them or whatever. And then basically they were like, oh well, we're trying to contact the seller, so we're like the weekend of, and they're still the same thing. So I pretty much was kind of forced to have to go, you know what I mean? But I've been forced into worse things, so you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you were forced to go. Oh, jeez, look at
you. I've been forced into worse situations, but it was actually dope, bro. Like from the it started off, just with I went early in the morning just because I was pretty close to the arena. I was like 3.2 miles, which is close for, you know what I mean, for being out there. But yeah, I went in the morning just to kind of check it out and just kind of see the stadium and everything, just kind of feel the vibe. And yeah, for the night it was cool. Like it was there was a lot of Jets fans out there. They were really mouthy the first half of the game, and it was oh man, nothing like sweet victory. But so you could feel it was kind of because we kind of started started off a little slow, but you could feel the momentum turn like as the second quarter, like the end of the second quarter, you could feel like the change, like that we were starting to kind of pick it up. And oh, it was crazy. So like we started getting a little real loud, because I how the situation worked out, they ended up putting me on the because the seller, of course, never sent the tickets. So they ended up giving me a little closer, and it was on the jet side though. That was the only bad thing.
There
So
we go. So you're in
yeah.
you're in the thick of it. In the
Oh
thick of it.
yeah. Hey, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy because I had to be the leader on our side because it was so quiet, you know what I mean? Because there was so many more of them than it was on that side. So basically, you know what I mean, I let them hear it and let them have it. I remember that touchdown. Well, it wasn't a touchdown. Remember the one where Wilson dove into the end zone, but he stepped out?
Yeah.
They were like celebrating, like, yeah, oh yeah. I said, hey, I'm like, look at the screen.
Yeah, look at the
dummy.
video, bro.
Yeah,
Everyone can see that, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Everyone
like,
can see that, bro.
yeah,
No one even
look,
made him step
yeah.
out. He stepped out. He didn't want to get the touchdown. He didn't want to
Exactly.
get the touchdown. Bro.
Yeah, I'm like, look at the screen, dummy. You know what I mean? Like, look at the you step, so it was cool. And there was the interception or that interception too.
Oh,
Because,
the Spillane interception.
yeah, that was we got crazy. But like all the third downs and all the, what I mean, like when we really needed it, like that's when you could really feel that crowd. It was, like it was similar. Yeah, we had that similar feel.
That Mayer touchdown.
Oh, that was
that was an elite pass from AOC. My guy.
And of course, from our history, I'm like, damn, they're gonna review it, and it was all good.
Yeah, it was all good. Mayer had it all.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was just and it was just to close it out. And that defense balled, man. Like when they needed to get those stops, they did. They pretty much kept. The only thing was Wilson kind of kept rolling out and kind of getting loose, but no real damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Like he didn't want to get the touchdown. He stepped out himself.
Yeah,
do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So and we've had similar situations, like rest on free agency. The Matador, he remember he had that the horse collar tackle that ended up saving a touchdown. It was kind of like the defense has been doing things like that, like keep playing just well enough to keep people, for the most part, out of the end zone. But
yeah, you've been keeping up with a lot of the big stuff going. There's been three big things that I think have happened recently. The whole Max Crosby situation with his knee, Teamer and Marcus Peters getting dipped, and then also there was one other thing. Oh yeah, that Hondo Carpenter article. There's been a lot of stuff happening this bye week a little bit,
Yeah. So. Yeah, can we go 1 year without a DUI, without one of our guys catching a DUI? Because man, it's and they just cut him too, because he was a contributor to like either special teams or when we were down safeties and stuff like that. But they're kind of showing that they're not gonna play around.
Yeah, I respect that. And AP's doing. Antonio Pierce is doing all the right things. He's a player's coach while also being a disciplinarian, while also laying down the fucking law. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is kind of just straight disrespectful to get a DUI when the team's trying to rally together, trying to get a really important win against our it was Chiefs week. It's against the fucking Chiefs, bro. We're trying to get it done, and he got himself a DUI. You know what I'm saying?
And the morning, wasn't it the morning of or the day?
Morning of or the night before, bro? It's like, come on, man, come on.
Yeah, you got to drink after the game, brother.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Either in happiness or sadness, bro. Just I get it after, bro.
Yes.
During the bye, during the bye.
Yeah. Do whatever he must have been going through some tough times or something, but whatever he was going through, man, drink after the game. The game.
Yeah.
After. And then
also Peters, what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gets caught red-handed, bro, like on, just on camera, you'll pan
we got him in 4K, bro. We got him.
You see him like this or
yeah, it's just
doing the Spider-Man, like Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's not good, bro. And I was hoping for good things, but again, we just didn't really have that much depth going into the season. And I guess we had to sign him. I'm saying I don't even really blame the previous regime for signing him, but we yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that era is gone. The Marcus Peters era of Raiders
Yeah.
is gone, bro. Like,
Yeah.
imagine, like, you can't even go back. Like, who's gonna pick him up
Yeah.
now? He put that on tape. He put that
Yeah.
shit on tape, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we
So
all
so
saw it, bro. Like,
yeah. So to be fair to him too, because they put out a video, the Raiders put out a video of the top defensive plays, and that dude is in a lot of he's in a lot of these interceptions because he's either deflecting the ball or he's
mhm.
right there. And like I think he dropped two picks I can remember for
He's dropped like
sure.
two pick sixes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at least one we all remember against the Steelers.
Oh my goodness.
That we would have won that game too, man. Shit.
And it's certain things, it's little things like that, which is not little at the end of the day, but it's things like that that just build up. Because I mean, that momentum, like the Spillane interception at the Jets, it just changed the vibe because it was like, okay, and but to be fair to, we needed somebody at
Of
corner
course.
because we had nobody. Because think about it, we would have went in with Jacorian Bennett, Nate Hobbs,
Who?
and
Amik, bro.
oh yeah,
Amik,
Amik. I
and
forgot about.
Amik wasn't really. Amik
Yeah,
wasn't getting into his own at the beginning
yeah,
of the season. He needed to get that dog
yeah,
going, get that dog on the
yeah,
treadmill. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Amik,
So
Amik to me is always going to be our third guy. Like I put Nate up there kind of like two, and I would love we just need because until Jacorian kind of shows he can,
yeah,
he's still learning and everything
yeah,
like
he's
that,
still
but
developing.
we need a solid one. And
A guy,
for
yeah.
it's sad that Marcus Peters was, our at one time he could have been that one, but just he's not trying to get hurt, or I think he's just
Yeah.
trying to get his money. He's trying to extend
Yeah,
what.
I don't know. And this crazy thing, he was raised a Raider, bro. Like, this was your
Yeah,
chance to just put it all out there. This is a really
yeah,
physical defense. This is a real Raider fucking team with
yeah,
Antonio Pierce leading, and
yeah.
he didn't do that. It was it
He
was it was funny, man. I was listening to a podcast that Hondo Carpenter is on, and for a while he's been saying, "Oh yeah, there's only been like one, maybe two people. Like, everyone on this team is like a good person. I love him. I'm rooting for him. Aside from one, maybe two people." Then on a recent podcast, he tried to be vague, even though we all know he said it was like after the actions of the regime, after the past 5 to 7 days. Now everyone. When before he was like, oh, except for one or two people. Now it's like, oh, so he
yeah,
didn't like Marcus Peters because he was just a dick or whatever the fuck.
yeah,
Like, he wasn't really trying, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, he is who he is, like that's the thing with Marcus Peters. And then like
you know what
I
you get
said,
with him. You know what you get with him.
yeah. And so for the past, his past seasons in the NFL, he's been pretty much backing it up, and so now it's like you're getting older, you're coming off injury, like, and it's like games we need you. Like, so there was a play, I think it was that the Chiefs game where he's sitting there, the play is still going on, and they haven't scored yet, but I think Pacheco was running the ball, and he's over there, like, oh, we stopped him, but they haven't blown the whistle yet. So he's sitting there, and I think that's really what got him cut, because I'm like, it was kind of a push battle to get in the end zone. You know what I mean? He ended up scoring, but you're sitting there, you should be in the pile too. You should be,
Yeah.
you're looking at the sidelines and all this kind of stuff, like motioning to the crowd that we stopped him. No, we didn't. The play's still going on. So it's frustrating, but and
Well,
it puts
I
us.
wish Peters luck. I wish Peters luck, but
Yeah,
we got the Patriots dude. Hopefully, Jack Jones or whatever the hell his name is. Hopefully, he can do some
yeah,
contributions for us. And Jacorian Bennett, that's his time to step up. Tyler Hall, bro, Tyler Hall.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
looking for him to make some plays, because the thing is, bro, it kind of sucks for him because Nate Hobbs is obviously just such a good slot cornerback. But like, literally every time I see Tyler Hall on the field, he makes
yeah,
plays, bro. It's like
yeah,
he makes plays
yeah,
every time without fail, bro. This guy is
yeah,
a really good player. So I think we're probably gonna have to, especially since Nate Hobbs if he's dealing with an injury, it's not that major. We're
Yeah.
probably gonna have to put him outside. We're gonna probably put Tyler Hall at the slot, and then just rotate Amik and whoever the fuck is the third corner. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah, because Amik has balled out this year. Definitely, he's definitely earned at least a place on either on this team or um. But like you were talking about earlier with the Max situation with that knee.
Did you listen to his podcast, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that was
Yeah.
crazy, bro. It was fun. The funniest part to me was when what's his face, it was like the day of the game, and he was like doing a workout or whatever, and he
Yeah.
said that our GM champ, he's like, bro, you're not fucking playing, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, what do you do? He's like, what are you doing?
like, wait, bro, you're not fucking playing with us, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and eventually he said yes, but you could have just imagined the scene of just like,
because you see,
Max just putting his all into this workout.
hey, because you see, like that's what I'm like. Damn, how is he doing? Because I'm trying to see how he's kind of pushing off, and if he's he's trying to get it. And it sucks because that's why we should be winning these games for him, because it's like he's putting his everything on the line. Like who knows? This could mess up his, the length of his career, just trying to be that super beast for us. And like, I love him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like much love, bro. But I don't want him to cost him his career. You know what I mean? Like, it's Super Bowl will mean the world to us, but it won't mean as much as having you play for as long as possible. We need Mad Max forever. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Max Crosby run team. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I listened to like a podcast or whatever. I love Hondo Carpenter. I listen to a lot of stuff he says. He says like the Raiders, the current attitude, everyone like it at least if it's a stupid deal, like a stupid in our favor deal, we'll trade anyone. The only person we ain't traded is Max Crosby. Like, like this. Who's is it Quentin John? Who's like who's that good defensive lineman for the Jets?
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams. Okay, I mean, what Raider would say no to this? Devontae Adams for Quentin Williams in a first.
Oh yeah, bet.
I mean, I'm saying like I love you. I love you.
I love DA too.
I'll drive you to the airport myself. Okay, we get that straight, bro. Like,
because I think this team, like so I'm a Raider fan, but I can kind of see fits with like I feel like Devontae should go to like Cincinnati or something like that, where he could complement Chase. You know what I mean? Like somewhere like that where he's not the main focus, because it's kind of slowed our offense down. You know what I mean? He's a great player and stuff like that, but it's just not working. The way we don't have a veteran quarterback that can kind of distribute the ball in a way that'll make it a fair competition for him. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he needs to go somewhere else with a team that's playoff, that's ready for the either one player away from the playoffs, stuff like that. Because I think for us, we're still trying to figure out things at the quarterback position. So like it's killing his career, like just being fair to him, but it's hurting us at the same time. So that's why, I mean, if we could get something, that would be great. And
I was
like
just offering a stupid deal. The Jets, the Jets aren't going to offer, but I was just giving you an example. Like, not even just the Raider organization, but Raider fans as well. I was like, oh yeah, for that, of course. I love you, Devontae, but you go. But for me, I think it seems like Devontae wants to say. I mean, he was smoking them cigarettes just like everyone else in those Giants and those New York that New York sweep that we pulled off and stuff. So for me, if he for as long as he wants to be here, I think we should keep him here. I don't think that's pretty strong words that he's hurting us or whatever. But at least in terms of how it's warping the play. But of course, we got to do him service and make his time here worth it. But I don't know. It seems like he wants to be a Raider, and I mean he grew up a Raider. So we'll think about things at the end of the season. But I want him to be. He's a piece to build around. He's a piece. He's a major piece in our offense to build around. So
definitely so. Like and and
what's up, Tony?
I think at the end of the day, of course we want Devontae here, and I wish they would trade for a DT that would, help us out. Like that's kind of what we're missing. But unless it's like someone like a Chris Jones or someone like that, we need a serious push up front. You know what I mean? Like something that's gonna really be is gonna shake the league. You know what I mean? Like so that's why, we're gonna hang on to I think so, and that's the thing too. I want to hang on to DA too because I don't want them to break this team up right when we get a quarterback. You know what I mean? Right when we get a quarterback, now it's like, okay, now we're back at square one. We got quarterback but no receivers. So,
Oh, it seems like us picking up guy who I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Who was the guy we picked up from the Patriots this year? That
oh
guy that
my
we're
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby. Yeah, it seems like Jacoby was actually, people were saying, "Oh, we're signing too many receivers." It seems like it was actually a good
Yeah.
signing when we brought him over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he's been balling for us. Hunter Renfro's finally getting into his groove, bro. In hindsight, I'm glad we didn't trade him because at worst case, his trade value is now higher because he's actually putting good things on film. So, at bare minimum, there's that, and so we got a good receiver core. We just need, you know, consistency at the quarterback position. But I mean, for me, the jury's still out on Aiden O'Connell. That's my thought. He's shown things that he can be our guy, and he's also shown things that he's not the guy. So it's, we gotta let the rook play. You just gotta let the rook play, and we'll have much more tape and things to evaluate at the end of the season.
Yeah.
That's my side.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with Aiden because so far from what I've seen, and it's kind of it is semi early, but at the same time, there's been players that have shown year one that that they
Of course.
they belong in this league, and I feel like he could at least we'll have a number two because I believe we're going to get our quarterback in this next year's draft. Even though it's so, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till we get this. Either I'm gonna wait till the loss comes. We still got a chance technically right now. So I was gonna kind of go a different direction at first because I was gonna talk about, you know, how we are kind of in good shape. If we don't, we are in good shape because we are going to get our guy. We don't know, of course we don't know the future, whatever, but it's been a long time, guys, since we've been able to draft a quarterback to what I mean, like to eventually be the future. So and I'm hoping again, and in best case, Aiden becomes that guy next year. He comes and kills it. But worst case, he's our backup guy, and I'm okay with Aiden being our backup guy because we know he does at least have an arm. I want
He's a
him.
leader. It seems like the
Yeah,
team's behind him. It
yeah,
seems like he seems pretty mature. He seems very,
yeah,
very. I mean, I guess he's actually 25, bro. Like
yeah,
he's not a rookie, age,
yeah,
bro. But
and
but
and 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 that's a reason I figure he is who he is. You know what I mean? Like he's these are things that he would like scrambling. He has negative 100 and some yards or some crazy number. And it's like he's not going to turn into a Josh Allen or nothing like that.
no, he
And
is, in terms of the core, in terms of his abilities and what he can put on the
mm,
field. Yeah, he's not really going to be using his legs much. I think even probably Jimmy G's got more usable legs than him. But in the shit this year, he's looked better than Jimmy G in the
yeah,
pocket, bro. This
yeah,
year he's looked better than Jimmy G
yeah,
in the pocket. So
yeah,
unless that's not really saying much, but he can continue to show more. Love the stuff you're saying, by the way, in the chat, Tony.
yeah. Salute, Tom,
So
man.
salute to Donnie.
Yeah, like, and that's and AP. I hope so. So this is just looking at it just from the past. Like when we made the playoffs with Basaccia, everybody kind of wanted Basaccia and everything like that, and he made the playoffs. The team, all together made the playoffs, but like, and he didn't get the job. So that's what I'm saying. Like unless AP does something crazy, like we go undefeated and we make the playoffs and just I like the spark that he's given this squad. Like I love that he had the balls to bench Peters. He had the balls to do a lot of things, just to come to the players and talk to them like, "Hey, what plays do you like? What do you feel comfortable with?" Like just different things like that. It's like they're the ones playing the game. You know what I mean? Like, so why would you not lean on your players and be like, "Hey, what do you guys do well? What do you guys want to see?" Done. And I like those. I like the play calling that we had in the Chiefs game. I like how I mean that bro, when's the last time we went four? I think on the first drive is either 4-0 or 4-4 on third downs. When was the last time we ever did? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
We moved those chains really good, just in that. I mean, we really the way that offense was flowing was really how it should have
yeah,
been with Jimmy G, with like these short passes. Just like easy passes. Get a couple runs going, get that momentum in the office, get the short passes going, get the momentum, just wear down the defense. I'm saying no like super big plays. Right, like that's in terms of that first touchdown drive. No, and then a couple trick plays here and there with the handoffs to Jacoby and all that stuff. Like I'm liking the way we're
yeah.
involving Jacoby in the little rushing game a little. I'm liking the
Yes.
little wrinkles we're doing there.
And bro, if you know the podcast, bro, I've been screaming for stuff. I beg for stuff like that, and I beg for more of it. And how they do it, like not just one player. Not don't just put Trey Tucker in and let him do it. Mix it up. Just have a player, fake emotion, and then boom, come back, bam, reverse. And we should have gave the ball on the reverse that we ended up getting stopped with Jacobs. They knew it. They knew that was coming.
Yeah, it's really it sucks. I feel like I'm I'm curious if in like if in practice like Aiden O'Connell's like not good at the quarterback sneak or whatever, because I feel like
Yeah.
everyone knew that we
Yeah.
weren't going to sneak it. And we chose
Yeah.
not to sneak it, which suggests like
I would
maybe he's not good at sneaking it or
I
something.
would
I
I
don't
would have
know.
I would have rather the sneak for sure. I would have rather the sneak than because everyone knew Jacobs was going to get it. But I feel like they should have just gave it on the reverse because everyone was leaning in, edging in towards the run. It's like hand it off, like make the move.
Yeah, man, I don't know, but it is what the thing is that this it's crazy the wrinkles that we're adding to the offense, because again we had to throw out like the core. It's a lot of the still the Josh McDaniels system, but we had to throw out a lot of that system and a lot of that playbook because a lot of it wasn't working. And
Yeah.
I mean I'm really impressed with what Aiden O'Connell showed me, because he's gotten like third team reps almost
Yeah.
all season, so he
Yeah.
hasn't really practiced much of the playbook.
Yeah.
And here he is, executing plays, moving the chains. He had a really good QBR against the Chiefs. Obviously, he could have played better. We all wanted him to play better, but he at least did solid. He had a touchdown, no interceptions. You know what I'm saying? He like played better than a lot of the elite quarterbacks did against the Jets defense. Okay, that fucking Jets defense. He played pretty good, actually
Yeah.
better than a lot of the other elite QBs did. So he's been showing me good things with a very limited offensive playbook, and a rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator, him himself being a rookie. So again, like I said, he's shown me things that he can be that guy, and he's also shown me things that his floor might just be a backup. I'm saying it's one or the other. Like I said, the jury is still out. We still have these games to
Exactly.
play.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we're very critical, like of everything. Like we bashed Hoyer. I proudly bashed Hoyer. I shouldn't have given him that apology that I gave earlier in the season, but it's already done. So
Oh, you gave him some apologies after that deep
yeah,
pass to Trey
yeah.
Tucker.
After I tried to give him a little love because as long as you're on our team, I'm gonna try to do my best to support you, man. But that dude's trash. I think. Wait, no, he's still on our. Oh, sorry about this. Okay, let me hold off. He's still on our team.
Yeah, he's still on the team. Don't.
Yeah.
But he's third team now. He's
Yeah.
Jimmy. Jimmy G's the backup, but he's Jimmy G's backup now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about with us, whether or not like we keep AP or not. I feel like so yeah, we didn't keep Bisaccia after we made the playoffs. But to be fair, the team was like a winning team before Bisaccia. There's a lot of context there.
Yeah.
Right. We were winning the team before he took over. And also furthermore, it's kind of a fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on no, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, where Mark Davis already made the mistake of not keeping the interim. So that lingering history there is already weighing down on him. So that makes it all the more likely that I'll keep him, even if we go like 9-8 or maybe even 8-9 and miss the playoffs. Because, and again, you also have to remember like where we started at when AP started versus where we ended. You know,
Yeah.
where we started, bro. After that Detroit
Yeah.
loss, it was like, yo, man, this season's gonna be tough. This team is gonna
Yeah.
be tough.
Yeah.
And now we're in the mix, bro. Now we're in the fucking
Yeah.
mix. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. And
we can
how
go on a
we
run after this bye, bro. The bye
yeah.
came in some ways at the perfect time.
Hey, what's the name? Josh Dobbs is playing lights out over there in Minnesota. No.
He's game one. The less he knows the playbook, the better he
Yeah.
plays. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's that, and see how we made the playoffs that year too. We got those 3 early wins, bro. Like, and that's what our team these last 2 years hasn't been able to do is pick up. It's always we're in crunch mode at the end of the season, like needing other teams to lose and all this kind of stuff. And we
Yeah,
got we
man.
got to do our job at the beginning of the season. We got to finish. I mean, sorry, excuse me. We have to start better. We definitely have to come, it's like we have to make these early games count while we're healthy, while we're able, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
while we're still, we got our team together, we have to find ways to win. And like you said with Aiden, like I believe, it's good he gets all these games to kind of get, the speed down. He's played some damn good teams this year. They always have our difficulty, our season, our the teams we play, how difficult, against how difficult it's going to be against them all. And it seems like every year is difficult for us because I mean we have one of the best divisions. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah,
look at
very,
it,
very competitive. Even the Chargers, who just
yeah,
have dropped the ball this year. It
yeah,
seems they're still like in every game that they're playing.
yeah,
It's usually it's like it's a little bit like the Raiders last year. You know what I'm saying? Where
yeah,
we're in every game, but we just find a
yeah,
way to lose the game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But they're still in every game. Salute to D Menace,
yeah.
4200.
D Menace, salute my guy. Let me see where we at. Yeah. Oh, in fact, sorry, I wanted to go back to that. Tony, salute, man. I appreciate you being here. This is the year to find a young quarterback in the draft. Tony, I believe like no other. And I'm excited for it. And oh, sorry, my bad. This is what I wanted to talk about with Aiden. Like I love Aiden, but the only thing is he doesn't have the scrambles. He doesn't have the get out of there. Because see how I see it, it should be wait, go. It's like there's no, it's you don't have time. These guys are getting faster and faster coming off these edges. You know what I mean? So you got to either make the because when he's getting the ball out, he's accurate. He gets the ball where it needs to be. But it's those moments where we're like, get the ball, throw the ball, Aiden, throw the ball, Aiden. And it's he's got to get the ball out, and it's like you can't take sacks. That's one thing he's been doing too, is taking these sacks and it's taking us out of field goal range and how close we are in these games we could win games by with the field goal. So that's one thing I think getting our future quarterback, we have to. And I'm not saying I don't want Mike Vick or what I'm saying it's not that kind of running quarterback. Just somebody that can at least get out of there. That it has the option that it keeps our offense balanced,
Yep.
where teams don't have to cheat. It's like defenses don't have to cheat up, and it's like it's not always going to be about either if they see Jacobs they have to respect him and the quarterback. Because how do we get killed in most of our games? We will have the field locked down, but then the quarterback will break out. And it's like that's what we need. And we can't have what I call a 4-second quarterback, where if he can't, you know what I mean? If the line can't protect him for more than 4 seconds, it's over. So he has to be able to, and even if it's not running, just being able to move around in the pocket and extend time in the play for your guys to get open.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the draft, and anyways, it seems like kind of the new thing is one way or another. Teams are drafting quarterbacks more and more, even if they just turn out a backup. Teams need backups these days because athletes are really strong and very physical and can deal a lot more damage than the human body can deal a lot more damage than it can take. So particularly with how all this training and these diets and all this stuff is perfecting the human physique. You got to have a good backup worst case. So teams much more and more are drafting quarterbacks now. whether it's in an early round or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we drafted Aiden O'Connell in the 4th round, and it's like, oh shit, this was a, I guess props to Zeke and McDaniels for that one thing. You found a little guy out here, a little guy who can do some things. So yeah, but yeah, I guess it will be interesting to see how drafting goes. I mean, we'll first have to see, where we end up in the draft. For starters, I think that's going to be a big thing, is where we end up in the draft. If we can trade up to get a really kind of generational guy, if we're going to stay where we're at, maybe we want to trade back in the draft. These things, they matter a good bit. So we'll have to see really just where we end up at the end of the season, because we can absolutely go on a fucking run. I mean, I think we probably win at least 4 of these games that are coming up. Colts we probably beat the Vikings, probably beat the Donkeys, and we probably beat the Bolts.
Yeah, we like smacking the Chargers on the second end, on the second half.
The second half. That's kind of been our go-to. It's like, okay, you get the first round, then. You know what I'm saying? So, and by the way, I only recently realized this. It's going to be a quick turnaround. We're going to have to go from beating to the Vikings. 4 days later, time to beat the Bolts. You know what I'm saying? So it's just back to back. And if we can get those 2 wins back to back,
we're back. We're back, baby.
We're back in the mix, baby. We're back in the mix, bro. 4 days season turnaround, bro. 4 day season turnaround.
Bro, I'm so bipolar because, I call myself a realist, right? Because, I'm like, I think I need to just accept this now, that this is not happening. But it's like, because like you just said, like we win these 2 games, we're back. You know what I mean? So
I know, right? You know what I'm saying?
All I need is a chance, man. That's it. Just give me just a little sliver of a chance, and man, we're gonna roll with it. And I like this by Tony. He said Aiden's floor is a good backup, which I definitely agree. And his ceiling, I love this comparison too. Ceiling is Matty Ice from a few years back with the Falcons, because I could definitely see that. Even though Tony, remember that old Matt Ryan ran on us too for like, what was that, like 30 yards or so, something crazy.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was kind of
So I mean, I hope if he can scramble like that, you know what I mean? I hope so. I hope he can turn to that. But yeah, that is a good comparison, Matt Ryan, because he's really not known for being mobile, but he can definitely lead your team down the field. So,
oh my God, I just realized this now as well, man, bro. If we get those 2 wins back to back, totally doable. By the way, we have a kind of a mini extra bye going into the Christmas game.
Exactly.
Chiefs at Arrowhead, bro. I'm just saying.
All we want for Christmas,
a Raider W.
That's it. If Santa Claus can bring that, man, come on with it, man.
Yeah, come on, Santa. Come on. I'm Jewish, and I'm asking Santa for a Christmas present this one time.
Just one time.
Just one time.
Just for the morale of the team. And what's gonna suck though, because I was just thinking about this, if Max can get his hands, but oh man, I hope, I just, like I said, I want Max to get healthy. Even if you think we can win these 2 games without Max.
That's tough, bro. That's really tough, bro. I feel like this. Honestly, bro, there's like a good, like half of me that thinks that this defense is literally straight trash without Max. Like, it's not. I think our defense as a whole unit is good, and I mean, it's not like Max Crosby is God. But when you take out, I feel like this defense would just become fucking dog shit if you take out Max Crosby. Is my humble opinion. I have a really high opinion of Max. I think he might. I think he arguably is literally the best player in the league. Like he's there on every single fucking snap. Like what defensive player does that? They're on every single fucking snap. Teams have the game plan around him every time. Did you see like that thing that the Dolphins did, where you had like Mike McDaniel or whatever the hell, like him doing like these scout team reps where he told the guy to put on a special jersey for Max Crosby, and they had this guy like doing like all this goofy shit because they knew that Max Crosby
running around.
Like it was just like he would like when the 5 seconds after the play was done, he'd flick Tua or whatever the fuck, just Yeah, meaningful
Yeah.
football in December. That's what I'm looking forward to, Tony, is meaningful football.
Yeah. That's all we want, man. Cause it was the way McDaniels had us going, the season was over by game almost over by like week 7.
Yeah, man. It's tough
I think
times, tough times. But we're in the hunt. We're in the hunt. We're in the fight.
yes, sir. D Menace. Yeah, I seen another. Oh, I didn't. There it goes. I did not, but I definitely need to. I'll check that out too. Like I said, I passed out after work. I was tired as hell.
I'm not a
But
college football guy, so don't ask me for any opinion on the draft or
yeah,
who to pick or whatever. I know
yeah,
Drake May, I know Caleb.
yeah, yeah. What
That's it.
about no Bo Nix?
I know he's been. I've seen pictures of
Yeah,
him playing against guys that have already retired or whatever.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I know he's
yeah,
been around the block, spent an NFL career in college. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I know about Bo Nix. But yeah.
yeah.
Also, yeah,
Like,
salute to Mags, bro. Salute to Mags Crosby, fucking carrying the realest Raider of them all.
oh man,
I hope I hope he ends his career as the greatest Raider of all time.
he was mad they were taking him out. That's the type of guy I like too, man. Cause like he was mad that they were. He's like, hell no, he's all, he's out.
I
He's
need to
out.
get my momentum going. You're taking my momentum out.
Exactly. He's I still got juice.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So I guess the talk's been Bo Nix, Drake May, and oh yeah, of course, Caleb Williams. And I think we're in position to at least get one of them,
Or Phoenix, there's a guy called Phoenix or whatever the hell, I forget his name.
Oh, Penix. Yeah, I forgot about Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, Penix
or
or
something like
whatever.
that. Yeah, or something Penix. I said Michael Penix. It might be something else. But yeah, so either way, we're gonna get somebody, and because a lot of
early
teams,
round or late down, we'll find a guy.
We're gonna get our guy, and it'll just take a lot of pressure off the nation because we haven't been putting ourselves in a good position quarterback wise, like to have a predecessor. It was always we're putting our faith in this guy. We're gonna pay him all this dang money, and we're just gonna go with it. And it's like no, let's get think about yes now. But I mean, we haven't been doing a good job of it now. So it's like we need to think about the future. Get guys that can help this team going forward. So it's like our draft, so we don't have to draft like this draft. I feel like it's not as crucial as our last draft. Like we needed everything, it felt like last year, and it's like this year we could focus on quarterback.
I mean, last year the one we had technically this year, the one we most recently
had. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me.
This year's draft, we there's going to be, it'll be interesting to see how we look back upon this draft. Like there's some gems, there's some not gems, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people, man, I feel like Raider Nation sometimes gets a little bit emotional or whatever. I've seen some takes there. We all feel a certain kind of way after losses or whatever. I saw people saying, it's kind of in the wake of that Hondo Carpenter article about some of the disagreements or whatever. Like they, fairly were trying to say, oh, it's not like Ziegler was a god or whatever. And he tried listing some players that haven't panned out for the Raiders. I was amazed. They put Jacorian Bennett. I'm like, bro, this is his first year, bro, and he's played meaningful snaps. He's made plays. Like, what are you talking about? He's a bust or whatever the fuck, bro. He's a fourth round player who's made plays, who can still develop. Even Tyree Wilson, bro, you got to give him at least. I think the team knew when they drafted him, like, yeah, he probably wasn't going to do dick this year, bro. Like, so you got to at least give him a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say the jury's out on these players after not even a full year, bro. You gotta let players develop, bro. Like, I mean, how many starts has Aiden O'Connell had? Like, how many starts has he had, bro? Like,
hey, well, according to us, enough to win a damn Super Bowl.
There we go. Exactly, exactly, bro.
But it's just it's been so much pressure. You know what I mean? Like, there's been we put a lot of pressure because we've been not doing so good for so long. You know what I mean? It's like every time we get, like when we got Javonte, we were like, oh yeah, we're going. It's like there's no way we can't go. Yeah, so there's I try not to go live right after losses because
good.
You got it's you see what you see, but at the same time, there's so many things that go into different play calling, different stuff like that. So it's good to kind of take a day to kind of decipher and re go into shit, like rewatch stuff and kind of give it a fair shake. Because sometimes, I want to bash too. And that's why I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to have to come back and be like, you know what, and have to do a reverse take. So,
We
you
all
know,
see the things Raider Nation says on Twitter after game day. They're like, AP isn't the guy, Bo Hardegree isn't the guy,
yeah,
AOC
yeah,
isn't the guy. It's like, bro,
yeah,
what do you mean, bro? It's
yeah,
just one loss, bro. Like we were expected to lose against the Chiefs, man. Like it was a break.
yeah. That's the thing. Like, Derek Carr got 9 years to do what he did. And
We gave him the shot. I mean, in my opinion, you don't switch Derek Carr for a Jimmy G, but we did give Derek Carr his run. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. And I feel that, and it's kind of showing in New Orleans from the talk of the talk of
Yeah,
the.
I've been seeing some stuff from. I was rooting
Yeah,
for Derek Carr.
yeah,
I thought he'd do some things or whatever. But I guess the one thing about Derek Carr, he really
yeah,
never plays that good. His first year with a new coach, I guess that's the one thing.
yeah.
But
Or his ninth, or his
or so-
ninth year,
there
but
we go. I
but
don't want to talk to anybody after a loss. Yeah,
right,
tell
yeah, hey,
you are that's facts, bro. I just depending on the loss, man. I'm just like I yeah. So like the job you used to work with me and stuff, right? Like
yeah,
quota is a big thing, even as like an assistant director, or whatever. Or maybe it's not that big, and I really pride myself on making quota every week or whatever. And there was like a thing going on, like honestly, right outside my house. And bro, after that Bears game, bro,
yeah.
I was just like, I'm a misquoted this week, bro. I'm gonna just cry in my bed or just hang out or lie on the fucking couch, just staring into the universe, bro. I can't do this, bro. Man, that Bears loss, bro.
Yeah.
That was tough. That was tough.
Yeah, there's I think there's four that do it for me. The Bears game, the Chargers game, the Miami game, because we were so close.
Yeah, the defense
I
gave us everything that game. The defense gave us everything that game, but we just couldn't get it done on fourth down. We never got it done on fourth down.
Yeah, it's like it seemed like every week I was doing like, come on, offense, let's help the let's help the defense, and then finally when the offense, it seems like when the offense was going, then the defense kind of took a game off. But yeah, I think they did a good job this year, looking
Oh yeah.
back on.
Yeah, man. Patrick Graham's won me over, man. Graham is that he's him. You know what I'm saying? He's really cobbled together a really good defense. A really good defense. I mean, look at how much we're paying the active guys. I mean, again, we're spending so much money on players that we're not even paying. Like fucking Chandler Jones, bro. Like, imagine this defense if fucking Chandler Jones was playing, bro. Imagine
Yeah,
this defense.
I know, which is crazy. Like I seen, when it first happened, I was like, okay, that could be something, because I know he was doing good over there in was it
Arizona,
Arizona?
yeah. Arizona,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I was like, okay, at least Max will have some help on that other side, but Chandler was catting off, and yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Tony also mentioned the guy from LSU. It was I think Jaden Daniels or whatever, who's
oh,
also
I
the
forget about
guy
that guy. Yeah, he's
that Raider
Heisman.
Nation. I think maybe he's going to win the Heisman. So yeah, another guy that Raider Nation is eyeing or whatever. But again, I'm not really the biggest draft guy. I'll wait for one of my favorite YouTubers, Raider Films, to give me a breakdown of some of the some of the quarterbacks, and I'll make my decision from there because I'm
Yeah.
not a CFB guy.
Yeah, I think the fresh legs would be nice. Just somebody that, because I like even I'm gonna give some love to Derek Carr right now. Like when his
When he
first
had
couple,
to,
yeah,
he would
yeah,
mix it up. When he
yeah,
had to, he would mix it up. When he knew that maybe his
yeah,
job was on the line a little bit, he
yeah.
moved around. You remember that Thanksgiving game? You
Oh,
remember that
do
thing?
I?
He's great. Oof. That Thanksgiving game was delicious. That was the meal I needed that Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
man.
and that's why I say it could happen, because like we do special things on special days. Because I don't know. I think this Christmas game is gonna, you know, because we got two games before that, but
Gotta just look what's ahead of us.
Yeah, we got we got the Vikings on the plate. So,
I mean, everyone.
but
You say you got to look at what's ahead of us. December, everyone's thinking
yeah,
about what that Christmas gift's going to be.
yeah,
You're thinking about what Santa's got in store, my friend.
yeah. And I can't wait because I'm already putting this at 7-7. You know what I mean? Just putting this, getting back to 500. It seems like we've been getting back to 500 all season. Getting there,
Yeah, we've been
getting
getting
there.
500. We started the season with a win
Yeah,
against the Donkeys, and that ever since we're getting back to
it's a
500, back to 500. That's
back to 500. So yeah, I just hope we can get it done because we can. We have the bye, and then another, like you said, another bye. We get we knock 2 games out real quick, and
and then a mini
then
bye.
and then another mini bye. And it's dang, I was gonna talk about something. I forgot I seen something in the comments. We were talking about the not
Well,
talking.
salute James. But let's see. I mean, I feel like we saw it. Like I haven't watched near enough to have a gut. No, this is just about cost. What so costly to move up in the draft? Maybe I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't think we really have to move up though. I think. Well, it depends on how we
Yeah,
finish.
hey, Super Bowl,
But
Super Bowl. No,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, but
It's Super Bowl or bust, man. Because it's gonna show. Because if we lose, because we're saying get back to 7 or get back to 500, but if we lose to the Vikings, then I mean, really, then I think how the team is going to look at it, because I think we're eliminated. I think after either one more loss or 2 more losses.
yeah, look, it's
Technically
it's not
2, but
technically what hypothetically a lot can happen.
mhm,
Realistically, we can potentially lose one game to make playoffs. Like realistically, like
yeah,
there's nothing really super set in stone. There's not that many teams that have been eliminated, and even if we were to lose to the
yeah,
Vikings and then the Chargers, we still wouldn't be eliminated. But functionally,
yeah,
would really
yeah,
the most realistic way we make playoffs is we go undefeated, and there's like a small chance that we make the playoffs if we were 9-8. But we've lost against a lot of the playoff teams, so they have tiebreakers over us is the issue.
That's what I was kind of saying too a week ago. It's like, if you look at it, we lost to Pittsburgh, we lost to the Bills, we lost to the Chiefs already, the Chargers, and these are teams that are, the good thing is we own the tiebreaker so far over Denver. You know what I mean? So even if they do, start kind of,
Yeah. I mean, I think
off of,
at this point that the Chargers, I think they're 4-7 now. I think
yeah. So
they're gonna move. They're gonna move on. I think
I like that coach, man. I like him.
you actually do. People have been talking some mad studs,
Yeah.
mad talk or mad smack about him.
That's why I like that guy. He's losing. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they should keep him, man. Give him a chance.
Yeah, give him another year. Give him another year.
Yeah.
You give him a real shot. He's a defensive guy. Let him get let his defense going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He likes to go. He likes to go for it on 4th and forever. I like that guy. I like that guy.
On his own 20, he likes to go for it on 4th, bro. On his own 20. So yeah. But shout out to Raphael as well.
Yes, shout out to the Capitan. Hell yeah, man. So like I feel we don't really have to move up, because I feel like not every team really that is kind of doing bad needs a quarterback. But I would be I just hoped
in some round,
yeah.
we gotta get everyone just stick to the draft board, make the trades you gotta do. If you see your guy, trade up for him. Just play smart. Don't do none of this Gruden era shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I liked a little bit of the way we navigate, at least the way we navigated the draft boards. I like the way we did it with Zeke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good old Zeke.
The Brian Young pick to me now is
Byron.
kind of Byron.
It's some question marks at this point. But to be fair, the vets, Adam Butler, John Jenkins, Bilal Nichols.
Yeah.
Like there's another guy who plays as well, who's a vet for us in the middle. These guys have been playing good. It's like, it's funny. Every time
Tillery.
I see, Tillery. Oh yeah, Tillery as well. Like, it's funny, man. Every time I see John Jenkins, bro, he makes a play, then runs off to the sideline. It's sometimes it's like, hey, my work here has been done. I made a play.
I did my D. I did my D for today.
Yeah. He makes a play in the run. He absorbs the space. He's a big dude. Yeah. He makes a play in space. He absorbs space, and then he books it. And subs it. Hey, Tillery, it's your turn, King. So yeah, our vets on the our veterans in the interior and stuff. They've been doing stuff which has been minimizing the opportunities for Nesta Jade Silvera and Byron Young, but you would like to see a third round guy, the kind of a higher third round guy like Byron Young, do some damage. But it's his first year, I guess. You can't judge too much off of a first year, but you would like to see more. I mean, hey, the Michael Mayer pick is looking pretty good at this point. Now that we're getting the offense is actually getting other people involved. He's looking pretty good. Got that 2-point conversion. Got that touchdown. He's going to be our end zone guy.
And shout to, I think, was that, I don't know if that was Hondo Carpenter, but shout to, I was watching the Raiders podcast and they were talking about the how our line, like how we're getting, so we're having Josh Jacobs block, and he's a great blocker and stuff like that, but get him to chip and go. You know what I mean?
You're talking about on that big run that Jacobs had, or what you're talking the play where Michael, he pushed a guy towards our like elite. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Our elite defensive or offensive lineman. Who's our best offensive lineman?
Colton Miller,
where he pushes a guy to Colton Miller. Colton Miller takes care of business. He steps up, blocks another guy, and then Jacobs runs through the hole. Bro, that is elite. Bro, that is elite. That is elite, bro. Yeah. That is elite. Yeah, he pushes the guy to Colton Miller and then steps up and takes it. That is elite, bro. That is fucking elite.
That's how you know what I mean? Like, and it's like getting crafty and like, and I think that's what, like when him and Max went against each other and stuff like that, he learned, he got the business and he learned just different little moves and different stuff like that. Like, and I wish the season was longer because I feel like that would help, because the guys are starting to figure it out. And that's why maybe this is the time, maybe, that Raider magic. Because
it's right after a bye. This is the time to go on a run right after a bye. Yeah. So
because how I see it, bro, that for the NFL, having us in the playoffs, the Raiders franchise in the playoffs is a good look for the NFL, man. We travel well. We, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you feel it. Like there's the merch, you know what I'm saying? Like the merch, we got the best merchandise in the world. Like, so it's we are a good look for the playoffs, man. Like you want us in the playoffs, NFL. If you're listening, do what you got to do.
Script writers, bro. Yeah. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. At least a wild card game. Give me that for Christmas. Okay.
Hey, you remember that game against the Chargers? Huh?
You remember that?
Wasn't that just that was one of the best games too? Like
ever at Allegiant, bro. That was a great game. That was a great game. Just overall, so many memories.
Yeah. And then we had the good game against the Bengals.
Yeah, it came down to the last drive, fourth and goal in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Although I feel like really the game deciding play was if you paid. I think it was on second down where Derek Carr throws it to Hunter Renfrow and he stumbles on the crossover and doesn't catch it. And then looking back on that, I was like, oh, that was our real chance to get a touchdown there, huh? But yeah, it went down to literally like last couple seconds, fourth and goal in their end zone, so it was a very competitive game against the Bengals who went to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, it's definitely, and then the Chargers go to the playoffs and then get blew out or get
reverse blown,
yeah,
reverse blown
reverse
out. You know, reverse blown out. You know what I'm
get
saying?
yeah. And by a good Jag, I definitely seen the Jags definitely being good this year because like
Yeah. I kind of like the
yeah,
Jaguars. I kind of like their
yeah,
QB and Doug, whatever his name is, Doug Peterson. I think.
Peterson, yeah,
I like what they got going on in Jacksonville. I'm a
yeah,
fan. I'm also a fan of kind
yes,
of
sir,
the other teams that I'm a fan of: Lions, Jets,
yeah,
and then the Jags.
yeah,
That's aside from the Raiders. I'm kind of like, yeah,
yeah.
good on you guys.
CJ Stroud, like I like his play. I like he's keeping his team in it. Like I feel like if he was on the Raiders, man, it'd be a
It'd be over.
whoo,
Different season.
yeah,
Well, it's probably maybe in some ways it's arguably a good thing that he's not because
yeah,
what's his face would probably still have a job because
yeah,
CJ Stroud would be carrying the team. But
yeah,
also, actually, it's a little different. I mean, if we had CJ Stroud, then that would mean a reality where Josh McDaniels had some humility to listen to his fucking general manager. Okay,
yeah.
and in that reality, Josh McDaniels is a better goddamn coach. So yeah, but we're not in the reality where Josh McDaniels is a better coach. We're in the reality where Antonio Pierce, an interim head coach, a fucking Raider, is a better head coach. So that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
What one day Stroud's going to be a Raider. Okay,
yeah.
even if it's at the end of the career, we'll find a spot on the roster for one of
Oh,
these days.
man, definitely. But that's why it's like I want us because everyone's got their guy. Like the Jags got their guy, Houston's got their guy now. Uh, Panthers, I don't know if they're gonna give Young another year or
I
they're
mean, you
gonna.
have to at this point. Shit,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got it at this point. I mean, again, I mean, a lot of even elite quarterbacks don't do much in their first year. I mean, Mahomes sat his first fucking he sat his
yeah,
first year. You know what I'm saying? So,
mm,
with under Alex Smith. So it's not the jury's like I said, the jury's still out on AOC, and the jury is also still out on Bryce Young and many of these young QBs. So
yeah. And then Chicago, I think they might go quarterback too, and then that means they're gonna probably move on from Justin Fields.
yeah.
So
Well,
they could,
there's two paths, right? I mean, they're probably going to have the first pick in the draft. So if they like Fields, they can go all in on him and have a ton of draft capital supporting Justin Fields. They can do that. I mean, if they trade back from the number one, I mean, imagine the haul that they're going to get trading back from number one. So a team that is going to want to get either Drake May or Caleb Williams. Imagine
yeah,
the haul that they're going to get. Imagine how many firsts and all this draft capital that they're going to get if they trade back from one. I mean, they can get a real supporting cast for Justin Fields if they want. And if they want to move on from Justin Fields, they're probably going to get like a second or a first, probably. So
yeah.
they can they have things to build on either. They can either get their guy for the number one pick in the draft, or they can move on. Yeah, Manning struggled this whole first year. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just really sometimes players just need to take some time to develop.
So did Jamarcus Russell too, though.
Let's not mention the Forbidden One's name.
Yeah, I know. I had that jersey, bro. You believe
You
that?
got his jersey, bro. Oh,
Sheesh.
you believed? You believed?
I did it first. I was hoping we had drafted somebody else that year, but then I heard all the hype and all this
Yeah,
kind of
you
stuff.
listen to
So
the Raider media. You listen.
yeah,
You let yourself get bought in. You got
yeah.
it. Oof, that's tough. Bro.
I can admit it now. No.
Yeah. Well, hey, you want me to admit something? I was considering getting a Zamir White jersey. Glad I didn't get
Oh
fucking that.
wow.
Glad I got a
Not the
Crosby
big,
jersey in my. So hey, you and me
yeah.
both admit our mistakes, but I
Not
feel
the
like that
big
number two jersey.
35.
Yeah, 35 is a good number, but that number two jersy today would still be a
Yeah,
worse mistake than me just getting a Zamir White
yeah.
jersey. You know what I'm saying?
That thing
Um,
was a waste of stitching.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tough.
So we need to go 5-0 to
Yeah,
continue.
Megatron could have been in the silver and black, man. It's tough, bro. R.I.P.
I know. Oh, Ed Reed could have been a Raider. Ed Reed
You know,
could have been a Raider.
a lot of Raiders could have been Raiders.
Bro, we would have had a Pro Bowl, all pro team.
Yeah, man. That
Yeah,
defense, bro, those years. Woo,
yeah.
woo.
Because Ed Reed by himself was a monster. You know what I mean? Just smart player, gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like because you look at like. Well, I always hate to say this, but the Niners, like the Bosa, the Fred Warners, you know what I'm saying? Like just that. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's what I was trying to get to. Was okay. So Diablo,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need to move on from Diablo. Like Diablo,
Whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. I'll let you cook on
yeah.
this one. I gotta go pretty soon, so we'll
Oh,
talk
for
on
sure,
this, and then I'll have to depart.
for sure. Yeah, no, it's just because, man, I just wish he had his hands up. You know, when you see Kelsey running and he's ahead of you, put your hands up. You know what I mean? Because okay, that means you're beat. That means he's open. So put your hands up to try to, it's like if he had to just put his hands up like that, he could have deflected the ball. Because Mahomes just laid that over his shoulder. Like if he had just went like this, just keep your hands. If you know your guys beat you, put your hands up to at least,
Yeah, yeah, of
try
course.
to yeah, like
Something, you know what I'm saying? I feel that, but you know, again, he's
yeah,
coming off of injury.
yeah,
He can learn plenty and stuff. You know, I mean, he was like
yeah,
our leading tackler last year before he got injured last year.
yeah,
You know, he hasn't really actually played that
yeah,
much football despite being in his third
yeah.
year. So,
And why is that?
well, injured,
And
injured.
that's
I
what
see what you
that's
mean. I
that's
see.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
We need
best
to like
ability is availability.
it's
That is kind of
availability.
facts. But yeah, hey,
Just
you're not saying we should move on from Nate Hobbs, and he's been injured a lot his whole career, though, right?
yeah, that's yeah. I
Where's
so yeah,
where's the
touche.
line? Where's the line?
Yeah, but
I
I think Nate. I don't know. Nate
think
has
about that dog.
done. Yeah, I was gonna say Nate's that dog, man. Like Nate is that tackle monster. I like him, and
Gets it done.
yeah, he gets up there and like he reads the play well, and his instincts are good. Like the thing is, I think Diablo's a little bit more injury prone. Like he'll be in for a couple plays, and you see him shaking off on the sideline, and
Yeah, well,
it's
I
just
see what you mean. I see what you mean. But
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
gotta give him a shake. He can compete during training
yeah.
camp next year, and
Could,
I expect him to make it through.
Yeah, because the last 3 years, technically, he's been injured pretty much. Because Nate it's been pretty, he had the hand, you know what I mean? And this year he's kind of been in and out too, but
Yeah,
he
this year been a little in and out. Last year he had the injury, which really limited his performance, and then his first year he was kind of cooking a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, Divine was like out last season after I don't know, like I don't know, three eighths of the season or whatever.
yeah,
But you know, he's a quality guy, a core part of our linebacker unit, coached by a linebackers coach. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get it done. We got a good backup in
yeah,
Luke Masterson. We
yeah.
got
Okay.
Amari Burney developing behind him. We got Curtis Bolton, special teams guy. We got a little squad in our linebacker
Yeah,
unit, you know, getting it done and stuff. But yeah, but I got to take a shower before I go to work. So,
definitely, brother. Thank you for coming on, Morris, man. I appreciate you,
of
bro. Like
course,
it's
of
always
course,
always a pleasure, always good conversation.
always a pleasure being on. Always a pleasure
Man,
being on.
appreciate it. I was gonna, I was gonna take a bye week too, but I'm like, nah, we never rest, man. Never rest.
Raider Nation
We're
never
always
rests.
working. Always. So I appreciate you, man, and thank you. Have a good day at work too, and till the next time.
Yeah, till the next time. I'll try and get the donors for Raider Nation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir. Yes,
will.
sir. Peace and
Yes,
love,
sir.
brother. Peace and
For
love.
sure. You too, brother. Have a good one. Yes, sir. Yep, Raider Nation. Raider Nation. It's always good having him on, man. I appreciate his conversation, his outlook. Let me see. Yeah, so when I know you guys seen the thumbnail, and it had, construction and everything like that, but like I said, we still technically have a chance. And until they say we're out of it, then we're in it. So if we can, let me see, go add some stuff. But yeah, I was going to talk about just kind of moving forward, and I'll wait. We'll wait to see what happens first. Um, My bad. I'm trying to get to. There we go. Okay, so like I said, we need to go 5-0. But what needs to happen to truly have a chance? These things need to happen. Better protection. So this offense pretty much is going to be opened up by our line being able to protect Aiden better. He's a young guy, he's still learning. He has to decipher blitzes, he has to decipher this offense. He has to make the right decision, excuse me. And to do that, he needs more than 3 to 4 seconds. In this league, you got to get it out in like 2.9. You know what I mean? So he's just got to, when he gets the ball out, he's doing good, but sometimes the line's not going to hold up. So he has to have an alternate. You cannot take sacks. You can't, because every yard matters, man. Every yard matters. It's a grind just trying to get those 10 yards, as you can see. But the way we move the ball in KC, how we started, that's how we have to do. We have to be just keep the tempo up. Not, you know what I mean? Like we can't let the defense kind of get on to what we're trying to do. We can't let them key in on what we're trying to accomplish. And we can't be predictable. We know that our best tackle pretty much is Colton Miller. So a lot of our runs are to that side. We have to. I liked how I think it was a fake reverse and they did a toss. I like stuff like that, man. Like just keep the defense guessing and never let them. So on fourth and ones, they're going downhill. They're trying to stop the run. They're going to all come. So you need someone to hit them lateral. That's why I feel like we should have gave the ball to whoever that was on the reverse. I think it was Tucker, but they did not. They chose not to. They gave it to Jacobs, and we got stopped on fourth down. And, we know what happened after that. One thing is run the ball consistently. How we had Myers in the reverse run game, we need more of that. You need to, use these motions, have more wide receivers on the field and run these reverses, and it doesn't have to be a certain player. Don't do it with Devontae because everyone's going to be watching Devontae. Devontae has two eyes on him. Remember, he's getting bracketed. There's two people watching Devontae. So get someone that's only going to take one person that they think's not going to get the ball. Run them on a reverse, man. Let them get something. Just mix it up. Mix the run game up. Not just giving it, and then get Zamir White the hell off the field. And I'd rather have what's his name, Amir Abdullah, because at least he's not going to help you in the blocking game because he's kind of not that size of a back. But get him either like the chip and go, like have him chip and go. And get him the ball in space. It's like that's what teams are doing. That's how teams are getting. Like that's the new screen game is the chip and go. You have them out there like they're gonna block, they bump and go. They go out for a pass, they go out for a screen, whatever they got to do, but just mix it up. Aiden, you have to learn to scramble. This is the NFL, brother. There's fast people coming at you. And the line has been inconsistent. So you have to learn how to move around in the pocket and try to get yourself free. And if you and I know you're a rookie. I know you're a rookie and you're still learning, you're still learning. And the NFL is a definitely tough job. But you have to be able to maneuver, like you just understanding like just angles and stuff like that. That's what it's about. And just getting to your spots and anticipating your throws. You've been doing a great job when you get the ball out. Continue to do that, because I'm sorry, the line is I say 70% where it needs to be. But there's times when we need the third and ones, you got to get to the line. You got to run those quick sneaks. It can't be too much thinking. You have to catch the defense off guard. So you have to, excuse me, guys, my cat's being crazy. You just have to make decisions. You have to get to the line and be up tempo, run the play. No changing the play last minute. Run the play. Be consistent. Let me see. Yeah, get rid of the ball and do not take sacks. That's the one thing that you definitely need to get out of your system because we cannot afford to lose the few yards that the offense has been able to gain so far. Um, Now part of that is, I guess, your when he goes through his progressions, it's either you're waiting for something to get open, but bro, if it's not there, just go. Either run or get to a place you can, have more time where but you got to navigate your pocket. Navigate the pocket, man, and or get the ball out quickly or develop a run game, you know. Let's see. Defense had a hard time against the Chiefs, but we have been begging the offense to get some points scored. So, it's they played a damn good team in the Chiefs, but they are beatable. That's the thing. Like we just have to do our job more than ever. More than ever, we have to do our job. Defense hopefully can step up with Peters gone. Any DB plugged in will at least tackle, unlike somebody. But that's the thing. Like whoever they plug in and whoever takes his place, at least we know we're going to get someone that's not going to, take plays off. Shout out to Peters for, who he was and who the things he has done in this league. But I just wish it feels like he's done more damage to us and against us than he has for us. So, but shout out to, the pick that he did get and, just for the plays he did make for us. But, we just needed a lot more. As we talked about, 2 games in 5 days will get us back to 500. Vikings Sunday and Chargers Thursday. Sorry, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Yeah, it's gonna be a sad day tomorrow, man. Nothing but everybody else's team. Sucks. So it's not gonna be easy. Like I said, that's 2 games in 5 days. But we've never had anything easy, so it is what it is. We're used to the hard road. Aiden must get a little quicker with his passing, move around in the pocket, like we said. Our only chance to win is a balanced offense. We put pressure on the defense every time we stall out on offense. The defense has been carrying our team. But like I said, it's good to see. That's it's good to see us finally getting it together. But there we go. And the offense thing, I think it's a combo of just us needing to extend plays. We did a good job, like I said, that first quarter. That's the team we've been looking for this whole season, it feels like. But we just need to channel that, see what we did well last week, and then see if we can stack that. Be able to do that and then add to it to continue that. And we have to learn how to slow the game down too, because we take chances on these. So it seems like we take chances on 4th down when we shouldn't, and we don't do it when we should. I feel like we should have just kept the momentum going. He should have went with his first mind. When he said they were going to go for it, and then he changed his mind, put his hands up, telling them, kick a field goal. But I feel like you should have went with your first mind, coach. Follow the rhythm. You know what I mean? Follow the momentum. So, do we get it done? Of course, my heart says yes. You know what I mean? Like, until we don't have a chance, we're gonna believe. Our team in the playoffs is a win for the NFL, like I talked about with Morris a little bit earlier. We have the best fan base in the world, and we travel well, like I said. We talked about so there was some talk about John Gruden. I heard over the week his return. So I think a lot of this has to do with how much hate we had for Josh McDaniels. That any coach seems like a pretty good hire, I guess, at this moment. But I mean, we could do a lot worse than John Gruden, of course. But I'm just not sure. Like a lot of people like his offensive, and we were on the rise, but it's just I don't know. It's kind of hard to say what he would do with Devontae and all this kind of stuff like that. But I don't know. But I just remember, he had Carr, and you could tell that he kind of wasn't satisfied with Carr, so he would kind of do all these kind of little, like the Nathan Peterman, the Mariota project. I think if Mariota had gotten healthier, I think John would have let him pretty much kind of get a shot, but I think a lot of it was invested in Derek Carr, so kind of we didn't get to see that kind of, because I think remember that game against the Chargers where he had a pretty good game. He dropped a dime on Darren Waller. He had pretty good runs, and we ended up losing. So I think if we had won that game, I think he would have got a chance to kind of continue, in my opinion. But let me see. Yep, I think so I think that's who I think Chicago might get. If I think that's who has the number 1 spot because of I think it's because of Carolina or something like that. Get down. What are you doing? Get down. Oh, goodness, get down. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just fell. Oh, goodness. Kitty, kitty, kitty. All right. Yep. Yeah, whoever's got that top, I think he goes in that top 3. Somewhere in that top 3. Appreciate you guys, man. Tony, much appreciated. Thank you. Yep, staying alive. Still alive. I'm still alive. We still alive. Yep, appreciate it. So, it's the bye week, so I'm not going to really go into the Vikings and Chargers next, but that'll be the next show. So we got to, we're going to put some things together. Hopefully we come out with a good scheme for the Vikings, and we come for we're able to beat the Chargers. And then it's a new day. We back up in it. And of course, a lot of things have to happen around the league too. As teams continue to lose their quarterbacks, like the Browns, the Bengals, and all these teams that were kind of headed towards the playoff push. But yes, sir. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate you being there, brother. Yep. So, there's going to be a lot of shifting in the league, and Denver's been on the rise. Hopefully that stops. KC hopefully loses every game possible, especially against us. But, realistically, we just, one game at a time. We need to do. The Vikings are with, no, I think, in fact, I don't know if what's his name's going to be back. Justin Jefferson. So it could be, I don't know. I'll wait before I say that because I'm not sure if he's going to be there or if we even got to worry about that. But they got Addison and, they're a beatable team. They lost their quarterback for the season. They have Joshua Dobbs, he's been playing pretty cool. He had a rough game last week, I think, with 3 or 4 interceptions. So hopefully he continues and keeps that up. But like my guy Tony said, it's time to relax, recharge, get healthy, and finish strong. Holly, good morning. Good morning. How we doing? Man, I wish this was not a bye week. I want to see some Raider football, but our guys need to get healthy. Max, please rest that knee. We need you, brother. But yeah, I would rather see him kind of get healthy, in my opinion. Yes, I would love to have him out there, but I don't want to lose him, for less. I don't want to have him for less games than we have to, because we know he's already proved to Raider Nation, man, you ain't got to worry about us calling you soft or nothing like that because we know you a beast. You know what I mean? So get healthy. Whatever you got to do, don't risk your career because we need you in the long run. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yep, the Matador is no more. And it sucked too because I know he loves the team, even though the kind of play didn't show it. And like I said, I don't know what these guys are going through injury wise or whatever, but it looked like he was trying to keep himself from getting injured and just, not trying to tackle and stuff like that. And he's done a lot in this league, so it's not saying that he can't do this stuff. And like I said, I was watching that the top defensive plays before the bye, and it showed, and a lot of those plays, Marcus Peters was right there in the mix. So, he wasn't a total. It's just at this time of the season, we need more. And he just wasn't giving us that. And salute to the coaching staff for making that tough decision. For $5 million, what I mean? I think we got, at least that out of it. So it's not like at least we weren't paying him nothing crazy. But yeah, so and it just makes me curious of what we're gonna do for our defensive back room, because going from losing him, yeah, yeah, the best play was that pick six, and it's crazy because he could have had I think two more, and there was that one on the sideline too. So like he could have had four, which would have really pushed him into that possible Hall of Fame because the numbers, you can't deny the numbers. And like I said, it seems like he did more damage against us than he did for us. Remember the pick six where he grabbed his nuts jumping into the end zone when he was with the Rams? Crazy. But yes, that's the one that hurt. That's the one that hurt. The one that we did not get. And it could have changed because it was like it was early in the game then, but then looking back at it now, it's like, damn, we could have, because look at Pittsburgh now. They're not, we should have won that game. We're better than that team. It's just they played us probably at the wrong time. It was early, so they were still what's his name hadn't got injured yet. But yeah, and yeah, that's another thing with that too. Yeah, like playing because that's a lot of this stuff was we were giving up a lot of stuff just because he was playing so deep, just trying not to get burnt. Like the Bills game is the one where he was just getting tore apart, and I don't know. We expected more, we expected more, but at the end of the day, we probably knew what we were getting. You know what I mean? For the most part, we were just hoping because everyone knows who Marcus Peters is, who he's been, like attitude wise and stuff like that, performance wise. So we knew you got to take the bad with the good. It's just you were hoping that you would get more good than the bad, and just him respecting this team because it is his, childhood team and everything like that. So you represent the Shield the best way you can, man. A lot of us don't get to do it like that. A lot of us don't get to play for our favorite team. So so represent it right. Yeah. So, but shout to the defense though, because we have been getting turnovers. That's one thing that it was a lot of our opinions that our defense was kind of what was keeping us back these last couple years. So shout to them for stepping up to the plate, taking that personal. Um, yeah, yeah. So my thing is that it's the effort. Like even if you're say the person is better than you, and you and them both know that they're better than you. It's you still gotta have that dog, man, just to not, it ain't gonna be no easy day. That's what it's gotta be. It's gotta be like, you gonna know that I'm here, just like, you he's trying to let you know that he's there. And that's just just compete at all times. Like compete to the whistle, tackle that we've seen so many people just get around him and use like, it looked like he was dancing with Tyreek Hill when we played Miami. It was you gotta be physical, man. Like that's the thing. If someone's faster than you, that means you get physical with them. You can't run when you're getting tossed around. Yeah. So I don't know. But it's just and now it's like where do we go from there? Like who steps up? Who steps up in our DB room? Is it Tyler Hall? Is it Amik? Who's gonna be? And then we're asking them to do a lot too for these last games. We're expecting, because think we're right back pretty much where we were when we started the season as far as DB wise, because right before we made the move for Peters, this is where we were at. Um, yeah, yeah. See, at least I liked Abram because I mean he would tackle. He definitely would try to tackle. He tackles the sideline. What you call it? The carts on the sideline. But he at least he the defense felt him out there. You know what I mean? I remember he would pester a lot of players on the opposite side, just being aggressive and being a little, being there, being a little touchy. But yeah, like I want to see what's the guy, Chris Smith. I want to see Chris Smith and see what he's got. I would, because this is the time to do it. Get them in there, figure out if they're the guy, if they have the potential to be the guy, and if they haven't played this far in the season, pretty much, I'm pretty certain they're not that guy. But you need to see what you got because if they're just wasting space, man, these people can be replaced with somebody else, and they're cheap players, so it's like, it's easy to replace them rather than trying to replace a superstar. Yeah. See, Abrams, I don't know. When we, a few years ago, before we got rid of Abrams was one of our weak spots, and it was, the thing about how the season plays off that right now we look at, right now, if we look at our offense, because before the season, we were looking for our weak points. And what did we say? We said our line, our right tackle spot, and the quarterback position. Now, fast forwarding to now, the bye week, what is our issue still? Inconsistency of the line and not being able to kind of figure out the quarterback situation all the way. Like, I know he's still learning, but we're trying to make that playoff chase. My bad, guys. I sidetracked real quick. But I am excited to. I don't know. I'm excited for the draft. I know it's too kind of a little bit too early to look at it, but I just feel it's close because I feel like everything is pointing to us getting our quarterback. Even if we do trade up or whatever, I don't think we have to because I think we're going to get one of the quarterbacks anyway, so it doesn't matter. But we definitely need to shore up after the quarterback position. Like most teams do, they draft their guy and then they draft that O line. They draft that tackle that's gonna be the future protector, and they need to do that. And I kind of rather get a vet guy. Get a vet guy if you're gonna draft a guy. Cool too, but the thing is, as a rookie coming in, you're not as strong as the vets that have been playing these games for years, and so you're gonna get pretty much worked your first season until you build up, bulk up, and stuff like that. So that's the thing. I want a vet. I want someone that's been doing it for a while, and yeah, I want to. I hope Illuminor is not on this team next year. I mean, he's been a cool, cheap. He's wanted to play for us, and I appreciate that. Someone actually wanting to be here. But bro, you're always on the ground. You know what I mean? Like you're never on your feet. You're getting pushed around. I give you A for effort. That you're trying to be out there, but bro, you're not the guy. So until we get a true right tackle, we're gonna continue to struggle. And it's like we've done the cheap line kind of thing, just trying to maintain as we figure things out, around. But we need to invest in a line because we have the receivers now. We have a 1, 2, 3. We need to add some more speed, of course, but as we're in good position, like on offense. We just need to give the protection. I mean, even if if we do stick with Aiden, then just beef the hell out of this line and get him the protection he needs to make it happen because he can't run. He can, but that's not his thing. So we need to protect him as long as we can. So protect him, build this line, whatever we're gonna do. If we're gonna get our quarterback, or if we're not. If we're not, then protect this kid and let him do what he does. Yeah. Yeah. He's that was I think out of all picks, the Zamir White pick for me is the worst. Is the worst. Because Mayers look good. Even Trey Tucker's pick has been a little better. It's been better than I kind of thought it was going to go. But yeah, there's he has no purpose on this team. Turn him to a fullback, if anything, because I mean that's all he's really good for. It's like he's not. When I seen him come in the game for whatever that play was, you know what I mean. It's kind of like when I see Hoyer come in. It's kind of I don't want to see because I know what you are. I know what you're not going to do anything to make you're not a special player. You're not going to make a special play, So I don't know. That was a bad move. We could have did something else with that pick. And it sucks we can't even trade this pick now because he's nothing. What does he bring to the table? So just a waste of a pick. So convert him to a fullback or get rid of him, replace him. And I like more. We need more backs like the JJ type, the quicker, um, because I get it. They wanted a power back, thunder, lightning, all that kind of stuff. But it's just, it's one dimensional. He's not a receiving back. He can't. He's too predictable. They know he's not going to go out for a pass. They know they're running the ball. He should be a chip blocker too. He should definitely be I mean, if you're going to be there and not be a good runner, a good receiving back, be a damn good blocker. You know what I mean? You're big boy, so block. Do something to help this team to earn your place here. Let me see. This offseason has a lot of great. Yeah, I hope, and like I said, I would rather get a vet because we need strong people that aren't going to get pushed around and not going to end up on the floor every play. So we need strong. If we could solidify basically that right side and his side. Colt Miller, I hope he's with us for as long as possible, but how long is he going to hold up? How long is he going to be there for us? But yep, about Max's knee, I just hope he gets better. Hope he gets well. Hope he uses his time. I hope it's nothing too serious. They say he's going to have to get some work in the offseason, so I hope the Raiders do the right thing. If this season is going to be, not successful, I hope that they do the right thing and rest him and get him because we're going to need him next year. So the sooner he gets whatever procedure he needs, the better. So we can have him for next season. That he has the time to get right and we're not rushing it. So whatever happens. But I think they're probably waiting to see, just like we are, what happens with these next two games. Because then that changes pretty much once either, we make this playoff run or we are eliminated from, playoff contention. They will probably move forward with the moves and stuff like that and figure out kind of the best thing going forward. I have no say so in that, but I would like for them just to, get him if he needs surgery, get him the surgery he needs now. So then that way we have him because I mean, we know how he plays. He plays hard. He goes hard every play. So he's not going to take it easy on himself. He's not going to do the best thing for his body. He's putting his body on the line. Someone's got to step in and say, "Hey, bro, you are the future." You know what I'm saying? Like, we need you in the long run. We're not going to sacrifice you just to try to win. You know what I mean? Like when, it's a tall task. But I admire his heart. I salute him for everything he does on the field. Raider Nation has much love and respect for what he does. I wish there was 10 more on every play. But I think, guys, we are in good position. I'll talk about it a little bit. Let me see. I said we are in position to get extremely better. But first things first, let's go get our future quarterback. So, like I said, I'm gonna wait till we talk about all that and kind of get into who we actually have as options and all that when the season is officially over. But until it is, we're gonna ride till we die. So, like I said, it's not an easy road, but we can do it. And yeah, just to say, man, we do have the best stadium in the world, but there's no energy like that silver and black energy, So let's show up and show out to these games. They need us more than anything. Our team needs us. They need to hear us. We've been through some dark up and downs this last 2 years, but we're always in contention. Thank the Lord for shining down on us. My bold prediction. I already had it up there. We ride the momentum to our first playoff win. Not just getting into the playoffs, but we go and we get our first playoff win. Where we can be successful is spreading the ball out, like I said. Not just hitting Myers or Devontae, but getting it to the tight ends, backs, wide receivers, all around. Just mix it up. We have to mix it up. We can't leave. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Let's mix it up. Let's not leave anything out there. Let's just get it done, man. Like, be aggressive. Don't leave no stone unturned. Like, don't leave. We don't want this season to be filled with regrets. Like, if we had did this, because we already got enough to look at. The Chargers game, all these kind of if we should have, could have, would have. For the rest of this season, I don't want no more regrets or we should have did this. Let's do it. Because at least at the end of the day, you did the best you could to try to win games. And that's all the nation wants you to do. We just want to compete. We don't want to look like jackasses when we're out there on the field. We want to look like we belong there. Like this is what we do. Like it's what we did, man, which we are champions, 3-time champions. And I'm sorry, but that's not enough. We need more. So let's continue to do what we do. The one thing I think, great things are in the mix. Quarterback drought for us ends 2024 draft. We add more speed. Devontae is great. Myers, great compliment to Adams, but still missing a legit third wide receiver option. I know Renfro and everything like that, but he's not. He's a kind of sometimesy player, but we need like a legit third, so it's not so much pressure on the Devontaes and the Myers. Yeah, we got the Mayer and all these players, but we need consistent everyday players, every down wide receiver, not just a gadget player like a Tucker, a Renfro, and stuff like that, but a legit receiver that can give the DBs a problem out there. So that's what I want to see him add. Speed in this league is a must to have. You know what I mean? You have to have it. You have to. One of Al Davis's favorite characteristics was speed. So we've been on for about an hour and 43, guys. I appreciate everybody. Let me get back to the chat real quick too. Let me see. Appreciate you guys so much too. Yes, sir, Tony. I appreciate you. Yep, Holly. Thank you, sis. I'll send you guys links too for next Saturday's show. Then that way guys can hop on too. I was only able to I sent Morris when he reached out to me a little earlier. Let me see. Boop. Yep, appreciate you guys. It's been a crazy season, and like I just want to just thank everybody, for hanging in, for tuning in, watching the show. It means a lot to me. I love this team. I love, I love the nation. I love, what I'm saying, just everything about this, you know what I mean? Just being able to come on here and us all just coming together to talk about our respective team. And it's, it's a blessing, really, man, just to come on here and just to talk about what I love and to share it with you guys. It's the icing on the cake because we go through these losses together, we go through these hard times together, we go through these depressions together, and that's why it makes it so much sweeter when we win. So appreciate you guys all for being here, for supporting the podcast, for telling your friends, and just for sharing, for subscribing, just for being here. Because you can, it's Saturday morning, you can be anywhere in the world, but you came to be right here. So I appreciate you. Got much love for you. Happy holidays to you and yours. And I will let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So Raider Nation for life. Enjoy your bye week. Let's watch all the teams we need to lose, and let's get ready to beat them Vikings. So the breakdown for the Vikings and Charger combo will be on Saturday. So until then, let's go. Yeah, one last thing. It's kind of like the end of the Marvel movies where you get that extra scene. But if we can get back to 500, guys, no matter what happens after that, if we get back to 700, if we get back to 500, we are doing a giveaway. All right. So let's get back to 500. Let's beat the Vikes, beat the Chargers. Let's go. Salute.